On today's episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to be talking about week 2 of 5 on incident reporting and root cause analysis. So stay tuned. Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast. Week 2 of 5 on incident reporting and root cause analysis brings us to overcoming the fear of speaking up. Now, this is actually kind of a side note, but it kind of happened in our house today. My wife wasn't feeling well, and there was a couple things that she, just kind of thought would go away and really didn't say anything about it. And it ended up being a situation that kind of ended up at the hospital. She could have got admitted. It could have been a much bigger issue, but it could have probably been prevented by just going through and consulting the doctor, getting some antibiotics and a couple other things, and it wouldn't have been an issue. But in facilities, in warehouses, in factories, it is something that not speaking up could go from being a issue where you're admitted in the hospital to something far worse. So you want to make sure that you're always going through and reporting things no matter what. And what we want to talk about today is going to be the reasons and a couple tips why that it can be easy to do that. So the very first thing is we want to start by removing fear. Okay, we want to make sure that we make this about learning and preventing, not about blaming. Okay, so that's the very first thing, is just remove that fear right off the jump. The second thing is you want to have an open door policy. If you're a manager, if you're somebody that's got a clipboard, if you are somebody that's in charge of a safety culture, make sure that not only you keep your door open, and that doesn't mean literally, it means making sure that people know that they can come to you without having to worry about the things that can happen, such as retaliation, blame, being called a snitch, things like that. Make sure that you walk the aisles. Make sure that you walk up and listen to machines, that you listen to the people, because having that open door policy is something that is going to be something that when people feel like they can bring everything to you, they're not going to feel like there could be an issue if they do. The next thing is back up your words with action. Make sure that you take immediate action on anything that is reported to you, or at the very least, if you can't do something immediately, go to the person that reported it and let them know exactly what's being done so that they know that their voice has been heard. The next thing is not everybody is going to feel safe or be able to come in and have that face to face. So it's always great to have an anonymous way to do reporting. That could be an anonymous form that you put into some sort of a box. It could be an online situation where there's a computer that can be logged into, or a page it could be logged into in some sort of an incognito moment, or situation where they can get to something and not be known. Long story short, anonymous reporting, to where people that don't feel comfortable going and talking to a supervisor or a culture person or whatever the case may be, that it still gets reported. And last but certainly not least, reframe what speaking up is, as opposed to having that blame, snitch, retaliation mindset among people. Let people know that by speaking up, you are showing strength, you're showing awareness, you're showing leadership. Make sure that you retool it and reframe it to where people know that all you're trying to do is keep your facility as safe as possible for yourself, for your team, for just everybody at your facility, whether they work there or they're visiting in the form of a vendor, or just literal person coming in and visiting. So those by no means are the end all be all. As always, follow the rules and regulations of your specific facility, but these are going to be a great place to start. And thank you very much for being part of another episode of Warehouse Safety Tips. Until we meet next time, have a great week, stay safe, And here is a word from one of our sponsors.
It's scientifically unexplainable. It's virtually indestructible. And it's taking over the entire planet. But in a really good way. It's Mighty Line Floor Tape, the most durable floor tape in the world. 7 times thicker than average floor tape. Beveled to endure pounding warehouse traffic. And backed with a super strong peel and stick adhesive, so you'll never have to worry about painting shop floors again. Mighty Line Floor Tape, the only durable stripe.